This could absolutely change everything for the Los Angeles Dodgers as we now have a Tyler Glasnow injury update. As we all know, Glasnow has been injured the last few weeks, and now we have an update on that. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 13% of you that have subscribed to the channel, but 86% of you, the ones that are watching these videos, have not hit that subscribe button yet. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any big Dodgers news. Let's get right into it. As I mentioned, Tyler Glasnow, he did not complete his scheduled simulated game. This is coming from Jack Harris of the LA Times. It just got reported less than an hour ago. Glasnow was supposed to do a scheduled simulated game, and he unfortunately was not able to do that. He went straight to the clubhouse after warming up in the bullpen. Of course, this is coming from CBS Sports, an article that was written, of course, through Jack Harris, who originally reported this story. Went straight to the clubhouse after warming up in the bullpen instead of facing hitters in a 2-3 simulated game. And we still don't know why he did not complete the session, but this is definitely huge news because Glasnow hasn't pitched for the Dodgers since August 11th with the elbow tendonitis. And, he was expected to be in the rotation in the next couple weeks. And now this is looking like that's not going to happen. This is, of course, the original report from Jack Harris of the LA Times. Did not, throw in the simulated game. He was definitely scheduled for it, but just went straight back to the clubhouse after warming up. Still no word yet. This is big news for the Dodgers because we know the Dodgers are already up against him when it comes to injuries. And for them to have yet another star pitcher potentially be out for the rest of the season, we don't know that for sure yet. But there's just not a lot of time left. And if this is a setback, I just don't know how Glasnow can make it back in time for the rest of the season, especially the regular season, right? Playoffs is another story, but we're potentially looking at, Glasnow, really in a tough situation for the rest of the season. Really bad for sure for the Dodgers in terms of getting, healthy, getting those pitchers ready for the playoffs. The Dodgers are in the midst right now of trying to figure out a way to get a rotation that's going to be competitive enough for them to win the World Series. That's exactly what the Dodgers are doing right now. And this kind of setback is exactly what could set them back from winning a World Championship. Glasnow has been an injury-prone pitcher his entire career, and unfortunately, he has not. That has continued with the Dodgers this season. Just not being able to stay healthy, and this is definitely just a bad. This is a bad omen for the rest of the season, to say the least. Even if Glasnow is able to get back and pitch for the playoffs, what kind of Glasnow are we going to get? I think that's the question everybody has right now. What kind of Glasnow are we going to get come playoff time if he's not really at 100%? That's the kind of questions I think the Dodgers are having right now at this moment. The question is Glasnow actually having pain again, in the elbow? Is it severe enough that he couldn't even pitch in the simulated game? I think that's what everybody has to be kind of concerned right now. Exactly what kind of feeling is Glasnow having that is preventing him from pitching in this kind of a game? I think that's what everybody is, concerned with right now. And it's going to be a question mark, right? I think everybody in baseball, as my background there changed. Sorry about that. But anyway, I think everybody in baseball is, trying to get healthy. They're trying to, like I mentioned, get revved up for the playoffs. And you just can't have this kind of injury this late in the season. And we don't have official word yet because Jack Harris of the LA Times just reported Glasnow just went back to the clubhouse. We don't have official word on exactly the extent of this injury, but it could be something that's quite serious, right? This is a potentially an injury that could change absolutely everything for the Dodgers. Especially a pitcher that I think the Dodgers are really relying on to be a ace pitcher this year, especially in the playoffs. Yamamoto looked great in his start, but is Yamamoto going to be dependable in the playoffs? I think everybody has to really wonder about that. And yeah, we're going to have to really watch this injury. And yeah, keep it tuned to Dodgers Digest because we'll bring you the latest in this injury from Tyler Glasnow and everything else related to Dodgers. Make sure to subscribe.